the program was called, it was going to be just twice a week, and it was called Today's Woman. And the reason that it started was because there were people who wanted to sponsor it. I'm trying to, one of them was, the Ernie Davignon, the jeweler from Holyoke. Oh, he was just one. And isn't that awful to have forgotten the other two? But there were three sponsors. And it was fun. It was twice a week, and it certainly fit in with my home schedule. Then it became popular, and they decided that it should be 5 times a week. And it was during the years, the late 50s and 60s. We had the Valley Players, we had the Starter Music Tent, we had Jacob's Pillow, we had Tanglewood, we had brilliant, talented people. Also, the fact that we were a combination AM and FM radio meant that all of these great people with recordings would come to visit, and they'd love a chance to be interviewed on my program because they were promoting their records, and they would lip sync a record. We had them all. Robert Goulet, who was just such a doll. But I mean, I had the greatest people in the world. I had, when JFK was running against Henry Cabot Lodge for the Senate, Joe Napolitan made sure that he came on my show. I always kid Tony Signoli about this because now, years went on, and when he was running for the presidency, he did not come on my show, but his mother and his sisters did. So I did get some people, and they were wonderful. But and then one day we had a big conference in Washington, D.C., and I met with the president, and I reminded him of that. And I said, you didn't come when you were running for the presidency. And he kind of laughed and almost sort of apologized, but his mother and sisters were great. I was also on the air when the news came that he was shot, and that was one of the worst experiences I've ever had, and I've had some pretty bad ones. I'll never forget, I was interviewing Jack Butterfield, who was with the Springfield Indians, and it was around Thanksgiving time, and always at Thanksgiving, they used to bring in the ice capades. We were talking about the ice capades, and network cut in, and all they said was President Kennedy has been shot in Dallas. Stay tuned. And the camera came back to me. I glanced at Jack, and his face had drained white. I'm sure mine did too. I had to keep talking, and I did, and I said, this is horrible news. We will stay tuned. And before the show was over, it came in that he was gone. And that was awful. I think the fact that my program was something new, I had interesting people. I interviewed absolutely terrific people, but I also gave time to things like a community chest effort, a Red Cross effort, the cooking contest that a church was going to have. I mean, it was a community program, and lucky people, and we had a studio audience, and oh my golly, they craved to come in. They loved the thrill of seeing these people. I remember having Merv Griffin on one day, and there was, did I adore him. He was wonderful. I've had very interesting people. I had Liza Minnelli, who at that time was very free in her opinion about her mother. I also, I could go through and give you some names of people that I just loved. Wonderful, big-time movie stars who are as down-to-earth as you are.